Hi Alex, this is Coach Smart from ABC Baseball Camps. We're going to do your video analysis here on your hitting. We're going to talk about your setup, your swing plane, your position at contact, your lower half, and your finish. Let's get started. Let's click you forward here. So you're ready to go. Okay, so from a setup standpoint, okay, you kind of start a little bit pre-loaded, which is okay. Just like your feet are parallel. Excuse me, feet are parallel. Got a pretty good base, good foundation for your swing. Your hands are high enough to create a downward angle to your swing plane, so those things all look good. No issues there. Let's see what you do when you stride. Little kickback. Okay, so right there, Alex, we see that you've taken your front foot and opened it up. Okay? When you stride, Alex, we'd like to see you have it just like your back foot. When you stride to an open foot like that, you also open up your front hip. And that's no good. When that front hip gets open, boy, it really makes it very difficult for you to handle anything on the outer half home plate. You're going to be pulling off the ball when you let that hip get open up. So when you take that stride, a stride's fine, but you got to make sure that you keep that front foot, instead of being like this, it's just like the other one is. So that's a simple fix. That just takes you 5 minutes a day for 2-3 weeks to work on your load and your stride, and that should be taken care of. Okay. The other thing is, you got to understand, Alex, is that when you take your stride, okay, when you stride, you transfer your weight. Okay, and you don't want to transfer your weight on your stride. You want to transfer your weight when you swing. If you've already transferred your weight on your stride, then what are you going to do as you swing? You know, you want to make sure that what you're thinking about when you're taking your stride. First of all, why do we stride? We stride to get on time with the pitcher. That's the only reason we do it. It's a trigger mechanism. It's a way we get on time, and then our goal is to get on plane, right? So when you stride, the only thing that really moves forward is your foot. We're just trying to get into an athletic position to swing the bat. That's the only purpose for that stride. So you don't want to transfer your weight like you are, okay? When you're in this position right here, okay, I put this on your head. You shouldn't come out of this circle throughout your swing. And almost your whole head comes out. So when you think about that, let's see, it looks like you're a high school kid. You're facing a guy throwing 90 miles an hour, and there's a ball coming at you at 90 miles an hour, and your head is moving towards that baseball. You're gonna have to have like Ichiro eye-hand coordination. That's very, very difficult to do. Okay, we want to have that head stable. We want those eyes on the same plane as the baseball as it's coming towards you, in a quiet plane. Okay? So when you take your stride, make sure that you're only stepping with your foot and your body stays back. Okay? So let's check out your swing plane. Looks like this pitch might be really low. But you do a great job there. You're what we call a connected hitter. Okay, we're going to draw a straight line here. I'm going to click that forward once. We take that steel rod, that red steel rod, run it through your shoulder, through your elbow, through your hip, through your knee, and into the ground. Okay. That hitting instructors, coaches like that. You're showing that you're connected there. Okay, so your angle of descent for your swing plane is pretty good. But now we got to get it flat through the strike zone, and that's not a very good pitch for us to analyze it so low. Let's look at another one. Okay, here we go. Load. See what you do here. Okay, see that foot's already open. I'll tell you what that's going to do to your lower half here in a second, okay? Okay, swing plane. There you go, right there. Very good. We're going to keep that angle right there all the way through your swing now. Nice flat bat. Let's see where it goes. Pitches down. But you're in a good enough angle there to hit that baseball. Okay? So let's talk about your position of contact. Okay? Which should be right here. Okay? You're out in front here on this pitch a little bit. This ball should be right there right now instead of where it's at. Okay? If it was right there, this would be a really good look. Okay, that's really good. That straight arm there is really good. Your eyes are in a great position behind the barrel. Okay, those are all really good angles. Okay, hitting is about angles. Okay, what kind of angles your elbows are going to be in, what kind of angles your arms are going to be in, your wrist. Okay, so those are pretty good angles at the point of contact, if that was your point of contact on that pitch. Okay, so let's talk about your lower half and the angles there. Okay, this angle here in your back side is probably not bent enough. We'd like to see a little more into your legs. Okay, understand, Alex, that what we're trying to do as hitters is try to increase our bat speed, try to increase our power all the time. The way you increase your power is not by using your upper body to rotate around the baseball. It's by getting your lower half involved in the swing. Okay? We're trying to take this back knee and drive it down to the inside of that front foot. We're trying to exert so much force by driving that knee down that that front foot can't stay on the ground. You have to fight like heck to keep that foot on the ground. This part of your foot at the point of impact is going to want to roll over or twist open, and you've got to prevent that from happening. Okay? By you preventing that from happening, you're creating resistance. Your knee is pushing down and you're resisting it from going open or rolling over, and that creates energy. Energy creates bat speed. Bat speed creates power. So when I talked to you earlier about what you do when you stride and you open that front foot up, so now no matter how hard you push this knee down, you're not pushing it against anything. Okay? So the even more important reason why to keep that foot closed and be more like your back foot is for that reason right there. You have to hit against something. Just like when you throw, if you taped your glove arm to your side and tried to throw, you wouldn't be able to throw very far. Because you got to build up your front side, raise your right arm, put your glove to the heart, and throw against that front side. Well, the same thing happens with hitting. You got to hit against a firm front side, and what you do is kind of open that foot up and kind of flush out the energy you've created out the front end of your swing. And you've got to capture that energy in the front end of your swing against that front side. So that striding to a squared parallel stance is even more important for you. But swing plane wise, you're really good. If this was your position of contact on this pitch, again, very good. Good angles here of a body. Now what I don't like in your lower half, obviously I don't like the front foot, but right now you're on right on the tip of your toe on that back foot, which is going to make it more difficult for you, Alex, to push that knee down. Right now, at this point of your swing, you should be on the ball of your back foot, not on your toe. Okay? That's where you should be at contact with your back foot. That would give you the opportunity to drive that knee down harder and create the kind of force you need to in order to get your lower half involved. Okay? So, how do I fix that? Well, number one, I already told you about your front foot. Number two, it's tee work. It's a 5,000 balls off the tee where you're checking your back foot when you're swinging. You're trying to get a point where you can finish your swing and have your back foot look just like it is right now. As a hitter, Alex, we want to compress down to hit. We want to get, if you're 5'10", by the time you get done with your swing, you should be 5'8" on every swing. Okay? That's going to tell you that you're, getting in your lower half. See, now, you're actually going up as you're making contact with the baseball. So you're coming out of your legs. You're coming out of your power source. You're coming out of being connected to the ground. And we want to stay connected to that ground. Think about a cannon, Alex, inside of a canoe. If you blow a cannonball out of a canoe, it's not going to go very far because there's nothing holding that cannon in the ground. You take that cannon to the side of the lake and it's going to go a long ways. Same thing for a hitter. If you stay connected to the ground, your balls are going to fly farther than they do when you're not connected. And in that position right there, during your finish, by raising up, you're becoming unconnected to the ground. And we got to stay connected to your power source. Okay, let's look at your finish. No issues at all. So from a setup standpoint, I don't have too big a problem with your setup. Your swing plane is fine. You make a good downward angle to the baseball. You get level through the strike zone. Your position of contact, we talked about your upper body's fine. Lower half needs some work. And your finish is okay. So I hope this helps you. Keep up the good work. Have a great summer, and we'll see you at another ABC baseball camp. Thanks, Alex.